All right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming through to Larger Curves today. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can I get a one in the chat if you can hear me okay? Okay.
All right. Hi, everybody.
What's going on?
Thanks
What's
for
going
coming
on?
through to Larger Curves today.
What's
Can you
happening?
hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Where's that
Can I
coming
get a
from?
one in the chat if you can hear me okay?
Where is that coming from?
What's going on? What's going on? To Larger Curves.
Oh, wait. Was that my echo? Am I still echoing, you guys? Okay, I'm going to get it together. I promise. I promise. I'm going to get it together. Okay, I heard two of me. So you should now be hearing one of me because I got me off the other screen where I was trying to get heart emojis copied so I could paste them in the chat, because when you're behind the scenes in this StreamYard thing, I can't put all the emojis that I would usually put to the people in the chat when I'm saying hello and everything. So hello. Thanks for being here. Let's give some shouts out. I just got off the phone with Keke. She's running a tad behind, you guys. She needs to get proper and then she'll be right up. She has the link now though. So let's go through with this roll call, shake it up, shake it up. Thank you for being here on Larger Curves today. I hope you smashing buttons on the way in. And if you haven't, do hit the bell. Hit the bell. But I heard just today that if you don't click all, then you won't hardly see your girl, because they're not trying to push things through unless you want to see it all. And I don't post a lot. I post enough, but I don't post a lot. So you won't be inundated with anything if you just go ahead and smash that bell, click all, so you can get notified every time I upload a video on YouTube. Okay? So thanks for being here. Give a shout out to my people, while we wait for Keke to click the link. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. Third day of the 11th month of 2022. Y'all, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did the year go? Where? I don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go this. Okay, you guys, here she is. She's not here yet, but here she is, as an I. With my sound effects. I have to get my sound effects together. You know that. Oh, look, my niece just liked this. Okay. Thanks for being here. Sebastian Shade, Black Lavender, Aaron D, Roy Air Franklin, Prosperity Thick Girl 40, Mel Bricks, freaking Karen Frazier, Velma C. Oh, all the people in the house. Black Lavender's in the house. Dark Magician's in the house. Monique King is in the house. We're going to have to keep these claps going. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling goosebumps over here, you guys. Thanks for being here. And of course, Juanita and Miss Dogan Tao. Thank you all for being here today. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I have so many questions. You know, I'm a pen and paper girl. I have about 85 questions. I don't know how long Keke gonna stay. I'm just grateful that she decided to spend some time with me. Okay, so quick backstory. Okay, while we're waiting for her to get here. I love a good story on Larger Curves. Okay, so what happened was I reached out to Keke almost a month ago. And I was like, oh, I'd love to interview on my YouTube channel. She's like, oh, why? She's like, no problem. That would be great. So then we were trying to pick a date. We were playing text tag, not phone tag anymore, because nobody's calling nobody, right? So we were playing text tag, okay? Oh, One Who Cares just got here. Thanks for being here, One Who Cares. Thank you. And so we were playing text tag. And she was it. And by the time she got back to me, she had some other obligations, and then she had to go film the reunion. So she was out of town, and then she was under the weather, and now she's feeling better. She was like, we'll definitely do it this week. And I'm so grateful. As you know, or may not know, Keke Jabbar is from Love and Marriage. Keke Jabbar is from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And she has, wait just a second. She's having problems with the link, y'all. She said it's making me link a YouTube page or Facebook account. If I just put this invite here, it shouldn't be. I know I've seen. That shouldn't be the case. Hasn't happened before. Just a second, you guys. Let's see. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Sorry. Okay. You guys are so patient with me. Thank you. Okay. So she's having problems. Let me mute this. I'm just going to call her again. The people. Hey, you guys, the link that I'm about to drop is only for Keke. Okay. She's going to click on it soon. There you go. I just dropped it. Just a second, you guys. Technical difficulties. We're working on it. Here she comes, I promise. Okay, I think we have it figured out. I think we do. And because we have it figured out, we're about to welcome Keke Jabbar. Like I was just trying to give her intro after I did the story about how we were supposed to be was gonna doing this for about a month now. Um, she's from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that show's been on for like 7 seasons or whatever. Thanks for your understanding, you guys. I see DT got to the house. Thank you for being here. I see Lola Lane got to the house. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. So Love and Marriage Huntsville features Black couples in Huntsville, Alabama. And it's kind of around real estate and construction. But as it's turning out, it's kind of more about the dynamics of couples getting to be friends, not being friends anymore, falling out of love, and falling out of marriages. So the love and the marriage is questionable at this point. Royer, hello. Yes. Okay. So I was really wanting to talk to Keke today about. Oh, I appreciate that. I was really wanting to talk to Keke today about not only her latest appearance on the show, because I think that is so profound what she shared, and I'll let her share it when she comes up here if she feels like talking about it some more. But I would really think that could help a lot of people. But I didn't even know she was going to talk about that a month ago when I asked to interview her, right? What I did know a month ago was that she had some of the people on the show that are staples, like main figures on the show. She had them in their feelings in a kind of way that I was like, ooh, what else does she have to say? Why are they so antsy when Keke's here? I don't know. Because to me, she's wait till you hear her resume, okay? Her freaking okay, master's, professor. I think there's something about tenure in there. Okay, she's a have to be it all kind of girl, and she's here to share her energy with us on Large Occurs today. So let's welcome none other than the outstanding, incomparable, intelligent, magnificent Keke Jabbar.
Oh, love it. Love it so much. What a welcome. Thank you.
Right? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I totally appreciate you being here today, Miss Keke Jabbar. And I would love for my subscribers and my audience to just, get to know all the different sides and the multifacets that are you. You know what I'm saying? Now you came on the scene in Love and Marriage Huntsville, and you lit a fire up under some of the main people on there. And I kind of want to know the workings of how that came to be, why we don't get to see you more, there's so many questions, and I literally have 85 questions. I'm not sure how long you're going to be here, but we can have a conversation. Okay,
let's do it.
Awesome. So yes, Keke Jabbar's in the house, Erin. Okay, so first off, I'm so excited. Thanks again for being here. I was wondering, just the basics. Let's do rapid fire. Professor of what?
Professor of English.
Oh my gosh. English, as in we speak, the phonetics of, the etymology and use.
Well, more so than speaking is based in writing. Composition, literature, things of that nature.
Awesome. So does that mean you're an author?
You know what? I will be. I am not officially an author because I have not published my works. However, I have so many works that I'm getting ready to publish. And I'm excited about, taking this road to becoming an author. I can't lie to you. I have been taking my time. You know how sometimes, especially as writers, we can kind of get stuck or in writer's block, or get stuck in trying to figure out the semantics of how we want to put our product out, because it's art for us. It's our baby. So they're not just words. They mean a lot. I'm right now stuck trying to figure out how I want to put my material out. I have a lot of poems, I've done. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a calendar or a journal or something different, Do people really appreciate poetry enough to support, a book of poems,
Right.
So it's like, y'all, the fans, y'all holler at me and y'all tell me, what would you like me to do as far as my poetry goes? How should I publish that? And if y'all help me with that,
put your answer in the chat. Put your answer to her question, please, in the chat.
Please.
Are you interested in a book of poems? Would you rather see them on a calendar? Maybe one at the corner of every other page in a journal? Like, how are you receiving your poetry? Because I myself am a poetess. I appreciate a great book of Paul Laurence Dunbar. I don't care. I'll read it from cover to cover, right? So, right. So I don't mind a book of poetry. Personally, but I understand what you're saying. In these days and times, everything's so cliquish. I mean, do we really have the attention to go through the whole book? So how y'all want to get it? How y'all want to get it? Let's talk about it. Leave a comment in the chat, okay? Exactly. That's fascinating, Professor.
I have a children's book that I have written. It's done, but I'm still in the editing process. And the illustrator is she's waiting on me actually to kind of finish some of the editing so we can figure out the pagination.
Yes.
And once we kind of get all this stuff figured out and the kinks worked out, then I'll be publishing my children's book. It's been a long time, coming.
Wow.
But there is so much. I'm working on a novel that I have not finished yet. It's actually an autobiography about the life of my grandfather, and so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
But that takes a lot of thought, a lot of reflection, a lot of I have to call the muses.
Yes.
To really to do his life and his story justice, Yeah. And I'm also thinking about starting a book about myself, in my life.
Yeah. I think that would be fascinating. So your grandfather was your grandfather from Alabama?
Yes, he's actually from Lower Alabama.
Okay.
Clark County, Alabama. He's from a place called Grove Hill, Alabama.
Oh, awesome. Well, I think all those books are fascinating subjects. I love a good autobiography. I love a biography. I love poetry. I love science fiction. If there was a way you could take all of it and put it in outer space, oh my gosh, I would love it. Love it. Okay.
Quite a combination.
Yeah, definitely. I love Afrofuturism kind of things too. But that's fascinating. So do you have tenure at your college?
I do not, and I'm actually I did not have tenure. I was not hired on the tenure track.
Oh, okay.
I was hired as an instructor, still a college professor, but we have certain rank within the college,
Okay.
And the ones with the PhDs, they most of the time get hired on tenure track, type positions. So I was not hired tenure track, but although I taught for a little while, I taught for 13 years. I knew that that was not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. That was my graduate degree. But my undergraduate degree is in mass communications with the concentration in performance.
Of course. I get all of that from you. Like we're going to talk about it, but I could see you doing like this away from the show in another vein, doing something awesome, great, because you're so vivacious. You're so very wordy, and you love a great conversation. You come off so easy. You know what I mean? Like you're not like a vicious spirited person. I'm not getting that from you at all. And I haven't got that on the show. So that's why I was confused when the people came for you.
You and me both.
You know what I mean? So confused. Do you think jealousy was part of the reason?
Could be. Or if not even jealousy, maybe not wanting to
share.
see me in that limelight.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
you know,
because I was kind of getting that whole Teresa Giudice, Melissa Gorga vibe where Teresa's like, oh, I was here first. I don't want them on my show, but they're her family. And she's like, she
right,
wants to be the only one of her blood on that whole show. You know what
right.
I mean? That's how it's kind of feeling to me.
And
Like there's no real
very
reason
well
for
be.
it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I was thinking jealousy could be the only reason. It could be the only reason because you seem so awesome. And I see Letitia still follows you on Instagram.
Yeah, she does.
Do you
We
guys
follow
talk?
each other. We follow each other on Instagram.
Do you talk beyond social media? Are you guys
We do not talk at all on social media, but we do talk, just like I just saw her, for Halloween.
okay?
Yeah,
So you guys are cool.
our daughters are best friends and they love each other dearly. So we try our best.
You try
not
your
to
best.
allow it to seep in, down to the children because we don't want to ruin or take away their fun, and
That's
just
so progressive.
and best friends and cousins. So, they don't know about any of the things that go on between us. And we want it to stay that way.
That is excellent, Keke. That refreshes my soul because I was like, I sure hope this is like more just on the camera. They're editing this way and that things are okay. At least you and Letitia are in a good place. Now, how about you and Marceau currently?
Marceau and I, we haven't really been in a good place for a very long time.
I was going to ask you about that. Like pre-show?
Yeah, pre-show. Honestly, we have not been in a good place ever since I found out what they shared with Melody and Martell. We haven't been in a good place since then because number one, Marceau always made excuses for it. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
He does not feel like there is a need to apologize. And if he, in my opinion, if he feels that way, then he never could have possibly ever cared for me the way that he said he did. That was fake and phony, and I don't do fake and phony.
Yeah.
I never.
You strike me as a self-aware, authentic kind of person. Like I could see how that would rub you the wrong way.
Yeah.
And just like as a viewer, seeing how Marceau rather moves, I could see that. Yeah, where he doesn't apologize, he stirs the pot a little, and then he's like, "Oh, what just happened there?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he doesn't really
believe that my cousin and I would have reconciled by now. I believe we would have long reconciled if it had not been for Marceau and his antics.
Yes.
I do feel that way.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, I'm glad you guys are doing the workaround. And just aside from him, staying true to your girls, making sure that you have a relationship that is of value in front of them and that any other mess is peripheral. So I'm appreciating that report because I love reconciliation on these shows. I like when you guys can have a little drama, but then work it all out.
Right. That's
how it's supposed to be. Now, the whole everybody has been talking about the other Scott brother.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any interactions with him, or
I don't, not at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some of his Instagrams, and in my opinion, they're a little vicious because I'm like, that was a long time ago. That's a whole woman. You shouldn't be saying things about a woman like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just let her business be. You know what I mean? Like, so it just comes off really like, and I don't like it.
I get that. I definitely get that. I don't, I have not seen any of his posts, but people have told me, about his post, and they've, we've had conversations about, the things that he, tried to expose or whatnot. But other than that, I don't really have interaction with Mark at all. Now we have interacted before, but even then, not a lot,
Right.
So,
well, lucky for you, allegedly. Now, you know what? Okay, so Rapid fire, real quick. 5 questions. What would your housewife tagline be?
Oh wow, that's a good one. My way, my rules, my life. Get into it.
Oh, I like that. I like it. Right off top too. So that's you. I like it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, excellent answer. You guys like that? Yes, smash that like button, y'all. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Me too. Definitely. Definitely.
But
Favorite
it also kind
holiday?
of depends on the situation too. You know, because
Okay. Okay.
we love us some sweet tea now. You know, so
Oh,
it
so
kind of
sweet tea. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
absolutely it kind of depends on the situation. Early morning, give me coffee any day.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. You know, when I lived in Maryland and they introduced me to sweet tea, and I was like, this is sugar water. Like it was just so sweet to me. I
It
drink
is.
all my
It's
tea
very sweet.
unsweetened. I drink it all unsweetened. Prosperity, if you're in
Really?
the chat, can you get rid of that sex bot, please? Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Another question. Favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday would have to be Christmas. Yeah, I like Christmas.
Awesome.
And the whole, aura that surrounds Christmas.
Yeah.
The
Awesome.
family, the food, the decorations, all of that. All of that.
Did you so when do you put up your Christmas tree? Like the day after Thanksgiving? Are you doing like tomorrow? Did you do a pull a Mariah Carey and you did the day after 4th of July? Like
No, I'm definitely not that early with it. I'm more of a day after Thanksgiving kind of girl. And honestly, sometimes I'm so bad with procrastinating a lot of times. Sometimes we're lucky if our tree goes up 2 weeks before Christmas.
Right. Yeah, like I have well laid plans most times. I mean, my son is trying to talk me into tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, if you do it, if you actually help, because they always want to start, but then they never want to finish. And
right.
Decorating the rest of the tree for another 2 hours by myself.
Right.
But they wanted to start, so yeah.
I definitely make the kids help now. Most definitely. But it's like, a lot of people kind of get mad and say, stop skipping over Thanksgiving and, let us have Thanksgiving first and then Christmas. For me, it's just all together. It's like
all
the
together.
holidays.
Yeah. It's like,
I enjoy the holidays, period. I enjoy Thanksgiving too, So it all brings the same sense of excitement for me.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds normal. I would have been surprised if you would have said like Valentine's Day or something.
Oh no, I like Valentine's Day. I do. I mean, what girl wouldn't love, like chocolates and gifts and roses? Yeah. I love those
definitely.
Too, but
how long have you been married?
We have been married for 15 years, almost 16 years.
Wow. Where did you guys meet?
We met at Alabama A&M University.
I was gonna wonder if you guys met in school. How sweet is that?
I met him my freshman year.
Oh no way! That is classic. How beautiful! How beautiful! And I see your son's running around a little bit.
To believe that I would have married that guy from my class my freshman year, like you could not have paid me to believe.
Oh really?
I would have married him, but that is most definitely who I ended up, choosing to spend my life.
That's awesome. You guys are a striking couple. I love seeing you guys over there. And I see your Instagram. You guys love each other. You can tell it's a good love. So what's your secret to your successful relationship?
We actually just take our relationship day by day. Because, like any other relationship, ours is not perfect. We have our flaws. We have our problems. A lot of times we don't get along. He's kind of like that boy who likes the girl in first grade and he'll pick on her instead of just saying that he likes her. You know, I'm the oldest child out of my parents. He's the youngest. So there's a clash there. I'm always telling him what to do. And he's always whining. Like, you can't tell me what to do. So we have a very unique relationship. It's a lot of love. It's also a lot of toxicity. In the relationship. I can't lie. we have a kind of relationship where we're always joking on each other and laughing at one another. You can't really take us serious. If I had to give an example, and I know this is gonna blow your mind or be crazy, of our kind of relationship, it would be like Martin and Pam, but married.
I always actually thought Martin and Pam should have been together. I actually always thought that. And I thought it was kind of a joke that he was with Tisha because him and Pam, I don't know. I always thought they had a little chemistry. I always did think that. That's hilarious.
That's how we are. We are that, that couple that's always,
joking on each other and stuff like that.
Arguing about something. There's always an argument. But we do love each other. So I would say just being able to have fun, with your partner.
Michelle A.T. Alien is in my house. I'm sorry, Keke.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to. Michelle A.T. Alien is in my house? I got goosebumps on goosebumps. I got two. Oh my God. Thank you for being here, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Love her. You guys check out Michelle A.T. Alien. She's in these YouTube streets with her own channel. You guys check her out. Please subscribe if you don't know.
My husband is as well.
He's what?
He's an ATLian.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. ATL.
So he ended up at school, mid-U, and stayed.
Yes. Because I did not plan on staying in Huntsville once I finished school. But, all of that kind of changes once you get involved in a relationship. So that definitely changed for me.
Yes.
And he's definitely the reason I made Huntsville home.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, you it seems like you give Fs. It seems like you give an F. Family, fun, and friends. Yeah. So I like that combination.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Emphasis on the fun.
Yeah. I see you love to have fun. And from what you've said in previous lives, you love your friend circle, your friend group. And you are a social butterfly. I love a great social butterfly. So what are some of your favorite to-dos? Okay, girls trip or girls night out?
Oh, girls trip.
Awesome. Okay, so now back to the other part, the show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Thank you guys for being here on Larger Curves today with Keke Jabbar from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Royer has a question in the chat. He's a Heavenly's angel. We love Heavenly over here. Is there one thing that you could tell your younger self, and what would it be?
Oh, good
question, Royer. I didn't have that on my list.
You know what? I would warn my younger self that life is not a fairy tale like you think it's going to be. You're going to have some hard knocks and some hard bumps and some things that you're going to have to fight to overcome. And they won't be easy. So I would prepare myself for to be a strong overcomer and an overachiever in my life. I would prepare myself for that.
What are some preparations, your two main preparations to help a thoughtful person like yourself, get there?
The two main preparations for what again?
For what you said, for yourself.
Maybe be ready to never be surprised by anything that might happen in your life. Always be on guard and be for the unexpected. Always be unexpected.
Yes.
People will disappoint you. So don't be surprised. Be ready for that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very
always follow your first mind and stay true to self.
Wow. Those are some great pearls right there. And as a professor, that third one that you just said, follow your first mind. That's what you have to tell the students on the test too. Go with your first mind, because that's the one that gets you there. Right?
Most of the time.
I was just telling you.
I can't tell you how many times I've doubted my first mind and it ended up being Right. I mean, things just so simple as slow down, Keisha. It might be a police up
Yeah,
ahead. And I
yeah,
don't slow down and I get the ticket.
right,
I told myself to slow down. It might be a police. And I'm like, I'm tripping, and brush
right.
it off. And when you brush your first mind off, you oftentimes come to regret that decision.
That's true talk. That
Yeah.
is true talk. Yes, the first mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Royer appreciates that. Thank you. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Royer. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. What else did I have on my list? Now, did with that wonderful, vulnerable, authentic moment that you had with Melody this last episode, like
Mm-hmm.
when I asked you to interview, I didn't even know you were going to do that,
Yeah. And
right?
but I figured that you would want to. That's why I didn't rush to do the interview, because
Yeah.
I figured that you want to interview me after that scene.
Oh, see, good looking out, Kiki. Good
Yeah. So
looking
I
out.
figured that. So I purposely kind of tried to push it back so
I
that you would
appreciate that.
have
And
to,
everything to me in my life, everything happens when it's supposed to.
ex-
So exactly. Yes, definitely. So that scene where you were sharing what had happened in your past,
Mhm.
I don't know if my viewers or not know. I don't know how much you want to reiterate, but I felt like that vulnerability and everything that you shared and how you overcame and that you were willing to share that on such a national platform.
Mhm.
Now, I have two questions about it. Did a
Okay.
producer make you do it? And why Melody? Now, I already know the answers, but the people might not. Did a producer make you do it? And why Melody? And
Uh,
I see little kids in the back. Hi, little gay babies.
oh goodness, they're probably peeking around. I'm sure.
No worries. My son is doing the same thing, but I put my thing up so he can't see.
um, you know what? There, no, a producer did not make me do it. I've been wanting to come out with my story, and I've been trying to figure out how I would be able to get it out there, because it's so much bigger than me.
Right.
There are so many people hurting, really hurting, and going through these types of situations that feel like they're alone. So
Yeah.
many people. I know, been there, done that. I know that point of devastation. So I'm willing to come out and tell my story in order to get the privilege to be able to help as many people as I can possibly help.
Yeah.
And the second part, why I chose to reveal it with Melody, because there was no one else on the show that I was going to reveal it with.
Mhm.
Other people I don't really know as
Right.
well to trust them, or to have that conversation, that important conversation with anyone, that I don't really know. And because of the rifts between my family, I couldn't really have that conversation with them. The plan originally was for me to have that roll that all out with my cousin, but it just didn't shape up that way.
Yeah.
So, when I was presented the opportunity to tell my story, of course, the producers encouraged it,
Okay.
but they did not force it. No,
Okay.
I
That's
was
good to know.
I was willing to tell my story, but they did encourage me and support me in that moment.
Awesome. Yeah. That moment was just, and I liked how Melody just allowed you to say what you needed to say. I'm sure she already knew, like the
Right.
content, obviously, because even in the episode, it was said that they were trying to shame you with it. When I say they, you guys in the chat, we're talking about Marceau
Mhm.
specifically. It wasn't so much Tisha because she was saying,
Right.
to shut up. And he
Yeah.
was like, no. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, like she can't control him in a way where it doesn't jeopardize long-standing relationships with people like you. It seems like she could use an authentic kind of person. Now, what about you and Kimmy? Are you and Kimmy familiar at all?
We are familiar, with one another. We've I've been around Kimmy many times. I've been to her house many times, and
Yeah.
shared holidays, eating dinners, over her house. Kimmy, so yeah, we're familiar with one another. We're not
Yeah.
like besties or anything like that, or would never have never like really talked outside of anything that the Scots had for the most part. But other than that, you know, that's our relationship. It's very, very surface.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know if you were you feeling a kind of way the way she, because to me she twisted the story when she went back. It was like the tone she used and kind of how she said it. Because when you were at the Christmas party and you mentioned what you mentioned, I didn't take it like you were standing in the kitchen talking trash about Tisha. So that was kind of how it got delivered.
Exactly. Neither did I. I didn't take it that way either.
Yeah.
You know, how it ended up becoming that way in her mind, and she delivered it in that manner. I don't know.
Right.
An element there that I'm missing, because I most definitely did not see it the same way. And when Tisha confronted me and she's like, I hear you were dogging me out at Melody's, and I'm like, no, man.
I was like, who told you that, Tisha?
Not happen that way. I was not dogging you out. Neither would I go on TV to dog you out. And it kind of disappointed me, because I felt like Tisha should know me better than that. Than to know that I wouldn't go on national TV to dog her out.
Right.
Did I answer a question? Yes. Did I feel like it was a jab or diss at Tisha at that time? No, I didn't. However, she was offended by it. So I did have to take a look at myself and what was said and how the messages, were relayed. But it was most definitely 100% right hand. Well, that's my left hand. Right hand,
it wasn't malicious
at all.
Right.
At all. There was,
and even as a viewer,
intentional malice at all.
And that's what, as a viewer, that's what I felt. And I was like, was that editing, that there was more said, that Kimmy would have went back? But it just never like really.
There was a lot more said. There was a lot more said that they didn't show. However, it was nothing that was like dogging, anybody out. And for most of that conversation, I just kind of sat back and listened, because I didn't want to get caught up in any kind of trouble, But when I was asked a direct question, I did feel like I had to answer, or give something. However, in retrospect, I wish that I would have answered that question a little differently. But I'm new to this reality TV game.
Yeah.
I'm figuring out the ropes and how things work.
Right.
They had been a part of this for 3 years already, So I feel like it's unfair to give me the amount of heat that I was taking on from my family. Now, I honestly don't really care too much about public perception, because they don't know me,
Right.
But I do care about how my family views, this whole situation. And that was just not at all what my intentions were. And I hated that it got made into something that it was not. And I do feel like Kimmy played a part in it getting turned way. I do.
Definitely. Have you had any chances to talk to her about that?
I only spoke to her. Let me think. On camera when Melody.
Oh, at that other party. At the other party. Yeah, after that. Yeah.
I spoke to her.
That was it?
And I had a couple of conversations where I called her.
Yeah.
And kind of explained where I was coming from, in my point of view. But I feel like Kimmy had decided to then merge onto a united.
Yeah. She drank the Scott juice.
Right. So it was like, okay. And I respect that. At the end of the day, her loyalty does not lie with me.
Exactly.
I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, it's like, just don't be shady. And
Right.
I kind of felt like there was some shade mixed in with it, and a lot more that I could say that I don't want to, because I don't want to
Stir
start
anything else up again.
right.
Yeah.
So
I feel you're trying to move on. You
right,
are finally letting the girls see each other again. Let's just move past it.
exactly.
We'll just let it be what it was. But if there's a repeater, we're gonna have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Definitely. That seems really, like I said,
disappointed me, because I really, like Kimmy. I think
yeah,
she's a phenomenal woman, very smart, strong, ambitious, and I definitely like her. So it was a disappointment for me that she just came off way different from what
Speaking of that, like as a viewer, Kimmy was one of my faves. And
Yeah.
then literally she did that. And I was like,
side eye.
And then she did another something. And I was like,
right.
Yeah.
And I was
She's
right
not my
there.
fave anymore. She's just not.
The same exact way. I was right there with the viewers, having the same exact feelings.
Yes.
So I understand.
Yes. Interesting, because it's such a switch from who I thought she was. And
Right.
I'm like, whoa, I wonder what's in that juice y'all are serving at those parties.
Right.
Because she's all in now.
Uh-huh.
And then, but that's her life. Okay, we're here to talk about Keke.
I gotta keep
okay.
So, by all means, keep home happy. I just expected her to be a lot more, a lot less biased and a lot more honest with telling things for how they really were.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was exactly why she was one of my faves, is because that was her approach.
Right.
Until I saw with my eyes, you didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that to the people in the chat, I see my auntie Barbara asking questions. Okay, Babs, real quick, Keke. This is Keke Jabbar from Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a show that comes on OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. Carlos King produces it. It's been on for a good 7 years. It's about Black excellence and mess. Okay, so it has 3 couples. They're all married. They all do construction and real estate stuff and have businesses, right? Mm-hmm. And then Keke is the cousin of one of the main characters and the niece of one of the other characters that's not on the credits or anything, but there ended up being some mess. So now this season, Barbara, there's going to be 33 more episodes. I don't know how many more. This is like the longest running show I've ever seen, you guys. Oh my gosh. I think it's going to be 33 episodes by the time the season is done. That's over half a year. And
the season is done? Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be like 33 episodes, I heard, by the time the season is done. That's over half a year. And so Keke was on the show, and she just came on like a breath of fresh air and a bright light, and she's felt so self-aware and authentic. And she's a professor of English, Babs, and you love a good English professor. I know you do. She's very English. And so this is Keke. That's why we're here, Barbara. She never watched the show. Okay, I hope that caught everybody up. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you forever. I know we had a couple of technical difficulties, but I know you got things to do. And the season did get broken in 2 parts. So let's keep going. Okay.
A lot of people got confused about that. A lot of people thought that this was like a new season. No, it's the same season.
It's the same season.
We
it was just a pause.
And then we came back and, finished filming and did the ending scenes and wrapped up, and the finale, and then the reunion and wrapped up, and now it's a wrap.
Yeah. How many more episodes will we see you in? Any more? I hope so.
I think it might be, from what I was told, I think it's maybe 4, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah, because they can always edit or something later.
Right. They can always decide to pull something, so it's supposed to be 4.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to those scenes. Are we
So,
going to see, and we're going to see you at the reunion.
are we gonna see what again?
We're going to see you at the reunion, right?
Yeah.
And that's this fabulous look in the
Oh,
thumbnail and everything. She looks stunning, you guys. Check out the thumbnail. That's her reunion look. That's what we can expect to see her in.
yes.
So I love the look. I immediately hit you up. I was like, oh, we're going to have to talk about the look. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Thank
let's
you.
go there for a second.
Okay.
Now, look, who styled you? What were you thinking? How many options did you have? And why did you pick that one?
Oh my God. You know what? My cousin, her name is Siobhan. She was actually the one to help to style me. But honestly, we had so much fun with it. It was a whole girl group effort.
Yeah.
You know, my mom helped, my grandma helped, my sister helped, you know, some of my best friends helped. It was a collective effort and we had a blast doing it. That's right up our alley, you know.
Yeah.
So we had an amazing time putting things together. Now, how many options I had? I had 1, 2, 3, 4 options. And I got that dress that I decided to wear at 2:00 that morning before I left, and I left at 4.
No way.
Yep. So I got that dress last minute. Then I had another dress shipped to the hotel.
Yeah.
So I had a few options, and I can be extremely indecisive. So
Oh my goodness. Well,
yeah,
you
I
picked
had
the
a
right
few,
one.
but I'm happy that I decided to go with the one that I went with. It was, I mean, even pictures don't really even do it justice. Because
I
when
can
I saw
imagine.
my picture at
Yeah.
first, I was like, it's okay, you know. But when I saw it in person, and you know, she came and she pulled it out of that bag at 2:00 in the morning, my eyes lit up. I was like, it's beautiful. It's the colors are like iridescent, and they change right before your eyes.
Yeah.
From green to orange, so it's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Like one of those cars that changes all the different colors.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So and my mom had reminded me, I just done an Instagram video the week before that. And I was talking about the foliage and how the trees change to all these beautiful different colors this time of year.
I saw
And-
that, and you pulled over and you were like, look at this one tree. You
Right.
guys don't be afraid to be different. I thought that was so beautiful.
Right.
She pulled over. You guys, is that still on your IG? It was such a cute post, you guys.
And my mom said, you know what, Keisha? These colors in this dress are the same colors from the trees. That I said, Mama, they are. You are absolutely right. You know? So in a way, we feel like that was God confirming to us that that was definitely
That was the dress. Yeah.
How that dress came about, how well it fit, everything about that dress, that was just like divine. Honestly.
Yes. Yes.
It was.
It was
So
perfect.
it was a beautiful dress. Thank you.
Awesome.
Very-
And then who did your makeup? Because your face is everything. I don't like really seeing faces or beat for the gods. Like I'm just like, that's too much of a double entendre. But you look gorgeous.
You know, her name is Juanice, celebrity stylist. She did an amazing job. I mean, she made me look absolutely beautiful, flawless, and I love the look. People were saying, did she get plastic surgery? No, she just know how to contour
yeah.
my nose, baby. Because you know, I have kind of like a bug nose, and she just made her lines, the way she blended the colors, everything was just perfect. She did an amazing job.
Stunning. Hi, Natasha. Stunning. Everybody's saying you were stunning. They loved your look.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We love fashion.
My hair was done by a girl. Her name was Naima, and she was amazing too. Absolutely amazing. I could not have asked for a better team.
That's so awesome. It sounds like you had a great time. Will we be able to see your husband at the reunion too? Is he going to make an appearance?
No, you won't see my husband this year at the reunion. Maybe next year.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to get to next year because that's one of my questions. I hope you're coming back. I hope you are. Okay, so describe yourself in one word for the people, please, Keke.
Ooh, dynamic.
Oh, see? Okay, what is the craziest experience you've had now that you've been on TV? Most recently, like what is the craziest thing as a fan that has happened, like as from fans rather, that have happened now that you've been on TV?
Well, you know what? They're not really any very crazy stories, but there are some kind of funny stories that have happened. You know, people start to notice me when I go different places. And look, when I go places like the Walmart and stuff,
Yeah.
I am looking a hot mess. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, please don't let anybody see me. And the one day that you look a hot mess, that's when everybody gonna notice you. Okay. But one really funny thing was my sister. My sister, she works for Xfinity call center, and she was talking to somebody during her call, and they were like, "Where are you located?" She said, "Well, I'm in Alabama." And they said, "Where in Alabama?" She said, "Huntsville." They said, "Oh, well, I watched that show, Love and Marriage." And my sister just burst out laughing. And she was like, okay. And she was like, my sister is on that show. And they were like, "Wait, who is your sister?" And she said, "My sister, Keke." And they were like, "Get out of here. I love Keke. You're her sister? You're really her sister?" And she was like, "Yeah." So that was a hilarious story. And
That's
my
hilarious.
daughter came home. This just happened this week. She came home and she said, "Mom," this is how she talked. "Mom, I was at school and one of my friends, they were talking about their dad, and their dad is like on some TV show. And she was saying that her mom's favorite show is the Love and Marriage show. And she said that her mom's favorite character was some girl's cousin. That name starts with a K." And I was like, "Wait, Keke? That's my mom." And so I just burst into laughter. You know, those are a few of the just funny coincidences that have happened since I've been on the show.
That's excellent. Those are so sweet. Like, I'm telling you, Keke, you're becoming the new fan fave. I'm telling you,
Thank
we
you.
love you. We can't get enough of you. Your personality, you're just positive. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I try to be, always try to be as positive and uplifting as I possibly can. And it's so funny to me. You know, I have not watched the last few episodes, but somebody was telling me that Marcel made some kind of comment like, he wouldn't take advice from me or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really funny because, number one, I guarantee you that I have inspired more people to success than he has.
Right.
Right. So it's like, ask the people who took my advice.
Yes.
How they end up doing and how well they ended up doing. And
right.
see what they say.
Right.
You know, get it where it counts. You know, don't ask anybody as what's the word I want to use? Not unnecessary. That's not the word. Not even useless, but kind of useless, meaningless. As somebody, you know, that's not as meaningless as Marcel.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely. Definitely. Oh, this is so awesome. Thanks again for being here. Keke Jabbar of Love and Marriage Huntsville. How do you define success?
Oh, okay. I define success as, it can be a myriad of things, but within those things, I define it as you picking a craft or something that you're great at, that you love to do, and learning, practicing, and excelling at that craft, and doing that in your life so that it brings you fulfillment, enjoyment, and financial gain, prosperity.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's what success looks like and feels like. It's not just, you know, getting up, going to a 9 to 5, unless that's what you want.
Right.
You know, if you want that, then that is success. But it looks different for everybody. But I feel like as long as those factors are involved, you know, working hard at producing something that you love to produce, that you enjoy, and that brings you financial gain, I feel like that's what success most definitely is.
That's amazing. I agree. Those are great points.
Thank
Yes,
you.
hit that like button, y'all. Thank you guys. I have my subs are so awesome. They love you, Keke.
Thank you. And
Look,
I love y'all too.
Aaron D said, Keke, I already adored you, but after this interview, I love you.
Oh, thank you. And I love
Oh my gosh.
like a lot of people don't realize how passionate I am. I told you I've always been a people's person, and I love people. When I tell you, this is the reason I decided to teach in the first place. It's because I genuinely want to see as many people win as possible. And if I can have anything to do with helping as many people as possible become successful and do what they want to do in their lives,
yes,
I'm all up for the challenge. I am willing to sacrifice myself and make that sacrifice to put myself out there to help other people live the life that they want to live. That's what I'm more passionate about than anything else in the world. It's like, life is short. Why are we here miserable and not living the lives that we were meant to live? Y'all, let's live it up. Let's do it up. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Enough of, sitting around sad and depressed and not living how we want to live. Enough. If you see something, a dream or goals that you have, and other people have achieved them, then you know that it's attainable. So why not you? Why not? Why can't you live your dreams? Nobody's going to tell me that I can't.
Right.
Because I'm going to get it. And that's just what it is. And I'm going to help as many people get it as I possibly can too.
Well, you're helping us here today. You guys put enough in the chat. If you had enough of not living your best life, so you can start today, y'all. Enough. That's the message today. Beautiful. That is you're goosebumpy. I like your energy, girl.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. Okay. Do you have any pet peeves?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not any for the husband, not any for the kids.
Okay.
Because those are like,
Right. I have millions.
Okay, what's one pet peeve about Love and Marriage Huntsville?
That people assume based off of very small clips, they assume that they know the fullness or the entirety of the actual story. And they just don't realize that they just don't even know how much is still missing. For example, like some people made a comment about when I did go to Mel's house, so you mean to tell me as soon as y'all get in there, y'all just go straight to the conversation? No, it's called editing. I was there for maybe 2 hours. They're not going to show us talking for 2 hours. They cut and picked the time, the things that they felt were more important and that they wanted to show. So you don't see those the other moments where we're talking about our lives as moms.
Right.
We're talking about, what I was really happy and excited for my husband because my husband just got an amazing job in cybersecurity.
Awesome.
Money. And so, I kind of talk about that to her a little bit. I was so happy for him, because he's had a hard year. He's lost a lot of people in his family this year, and that's been really difficult. He lost his mom, then he lost his dad, then he lost his nephew, he lost his god sister, and just the other day he just lost his brother. Right. It's just like God. It's like a wake-up call. Like, God, what in the world is going on? So, I was proud of him for his accomplishment that he had made. So I shared some of those things with her. I also shared some of the losses. I shared many things with her. And so did she with me. And a lot of people think like, because we said we hadn't talked in a while, we hadn't talked since we last filmed together. No. Right. When we say a while, we hadn't probably talked for maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
That's what it was, Normally we would talk at least once every other day or something like that, sometimes several times a day. Really? But we had not talked in a few weeks at that point.
That's amazing. See, yeah, see, we do kind of get it twisted. I mean, yeah. And we
Yeah,
know there's editing and everything, but as a viewer, we're left to our own devices on a lot of these
right.
thoughts.
Yes, I
And
get that.
obviously, we creative and got time, so we come
Right,
up with all
right.
that.
But you know what I do love about Love and Marriage Huntsville fans is that y'all don't play. Like when I tell you, I don't even know why people would come on and try to lie, because y'all as an audience, you do
Find out.
call a lot of things right. I gotta say that, and you do see past BS. This is a smart, educated group of women, men, whoever else watches. You know, and you can't pull the wool over their eyes. I never intended to, you know, and I wouldn't advise anyone else to intend
Yeah.
to either.
Yeah, yeah. Because
But
yeah,
me,
it
what
ends up coming out. It ends up coming out, and then some people they like goes looking for the answers and stuff.
right?
You know, Lola Lane is one of my faves. Shout out to Lola Lane. I don't know if you can see her question, but I'm not asking it because I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to be the reason that you got in trouble. So I'm not asking this question, Lola.
You
But
know what,
since-
Lola? I will say that if he is cheating, then I think that's something that they need to deal with and that they need to put out. Because unlike, I'm not going to even say that, I don't really believe in exposing people's business. And I tried to not do that,
Right.
you know? So it's like, for me, it would come off better that if that did happen, that they expose it to the world or whoever they wanted to expose it to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that's good enough, Lola. We're creative and got time. Yes, we do. That's
Absolutely.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
When
Okay, so
Maybe they found my DUI mugshot real quick, and that's
real quick. Oh my gosh! And somebody pulled something about Tisha out, and then
Right.
one had to make a
right.
live
They be
about it.
finding stuff, boy, and it's like,
Oh
you
my
know, at
gosh!
that moment, I wasn't going to try to, come out and deny it. I'm not ashamed of it or embarrassed
Yeah,
by
yeah,
it. Yes, I look a hot mess in the picture. I was sick. Yes, my braids were well overdue to be taken down. Yes, it is crazy. I agree with all of that. Okay, but it's something that happened. I own up to that. I got
Yeah.
a DUI that night, and I was taken to jail. Now, I didn't think it was fair that I was taken to jail that night. That didn't have that on it, and this is the irony in that. With me having been addicted to prescription medication, out of all the things, all the times I could have gone to jail for having illegal medication, I would go to jail when it's actually a prescription to something that I don't even take. It was Xanax. I don't take Xanax.
right.
So I never ever had that. I didn't really know how it would make you react. So it's just ironic to me that I went to jail for taking something that I never took.
That you never even took.
I never
all
went to jail
things.
for.
I bet. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the time I got my butt beat when I was a little girl for the lie I didn't tell.
right. Kind of like that. It's like really.
Yeah, but I knew I had told a lie, so I just went ahead and took it. I was like, okay.
Right.
That's hilarious. Okay, Roy Air, my guy, has another question that's actually on my list.
Okay.
And if you, Keke Jabbar, beautiful, intelligent professor Keke Jabbar, were asked to be a full-time castmate, how well do you think you would vibe with the rest of the cast? Do you feel any chemistry?
You know what? The first time that I met Stormy, we had hit it off really well. That's why I was so shocked about her aura.
Yeah, at that party,
The
she
next
went
time.
off like, oh,
Right.
yeah, that was weird.
But we had a lot of fun together. I had a lot of fun with Stormy. So I think that I would have hit it off well with Stormy. Destiny, I can't say because I've never really been around Destiny like that, but she seems like she's a lot of fun. So I think that we'd have fun together. And to tell you the truth, is Tisha and I would reconcile to a place, where we could do things together, I know we'd have a lot of fun.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm a fun person. I like to be around my girls and let my hair down and just vibe and have a good time. Sometimes whatever. Sometimes it's the professional. Whatever face I need to show up for, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Part of my other question for that, so that was Roy Ayers, but would you do it again, reality TV, outside of this show? Like, I would be down for a show about a Black professor lady living her best life, being a world-renowned life coach, helping people reach their maximizations and traveling the globe. Like, I could see me watching that. Like, do you have like any aspirations? Has there been any whispers?
You know what? I'll say this. What I've always wanted to do is become a talk show host. That was, I've always thought that I was like the next best thing since Oprah Winfrey, Yeah,
definitely.
So I most definitely have aspirations to have some kind of platform to be able to speak into the lives of millions of people around the world. And I don't know how that's going to come about.
Yeah,
I would do reality TV to be able to use as a stepping stone to get there some kind of way, but that's what my ultimate goal is. Yeah. My ultimate goal is to be of service to the people in a way where I'm helping people learn how they can just trust themselves, don't doubt themselves, and just live how they want to live.
That's beautiful. That is so powerful. And it sounds like a simple statement, but there's so much power in that because we don't give ourselves that allowance.
Absolutely. We are our toughest critics.
Yes, definitely.
And sometimes we just need to learn to give ourselves some grace.
Grace, definitely.
Yeah, myself included.
Right.
Myself included.
That's beautiful. What has surprised you most about this entire experience? Like, overall, being on reality TV, like the surprise for me just from watching would have been the reaction from my family. Now, Wanda, was that surprising? This whole thing, that information she went out and put out and then said that she didn't mean it like that, but she did. I mean, that was hard to be hard. How did your dad take that? Because they're a brother and sister, right?
Yes. You know what? My dad just said that there was no truth to any of it. He doesn't know where that stuff came from. And I believe him.
Yeah.
Plus, I know my side of the family. I know my mom. I know, my grandparents. And I just know what type of family they are.
Yeah.
They would not do some of the things that they do.
That she's alleging.
Right. So,
yeah.
I wasn't surprised. But at the same time, that wasn't expected.
Yeah. It's kind of telling that you weren't surprised, though, either.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because I want you and you and Letitia to vibe. Like, I kind of like, you guys are kind of almost twinning. You're around the same age. You both have daughters and husbands and lives. You're trying to be awesome. And it feels like other people in your family are wedging you guys apart and they don't have a reason to. Like, especially Miss Wanda, I've taken a poll. And a lot of people agree that she should have a seat and not be so involved in a lot of the stuff because she just stirs so much negativity and toxicity that Lola's asking questions again and she wants to know what's wrong with your Aunt Wanda.
You know what? I did, after I did my live, of course, she wanted to have a conversation with me about it. So
on Sunday here?
I did talk to my aunt last night and she came to me respectfully and she asked me not to discuss anything about her in any of my interviews. And I gave her my word that since she came to me in that manner, that I would do exactly that. That I wouldn't do, that I would agree to not discuss her. So I'm going to say I definitely understand that everybody has their opinion about my aunt. I also have my opinion about things that have gone on. But today,
we're moving forward.
Respectfully decline to speak about her because I don't want anything to get blown up any bigger.
Right.
It has to,
Okay. That's honest.
Don't mistake me for being scared. I'm most definitely not scared. And
yeah.
she knows that.
Yeah, you're totally
I gave
honest.
her my word. She came to me, in an approachable, acceptable way. So I respect that.
Beautiful. Well, it's nice to know that she can do that. So maybe there's a chance that we'll turn our minds around about her too. If she can show us more of that side, then we might be open to it.
We are definitely family. And people have to understand that family, we are going to argue, fuss, and fight. We're going to get back together. And arguments in our family, we don't just drag them on and on and on. We argue about things a lot in, that family, and then we let it go. So me and Wanda, we had our argument last night. We said I had said what I had to say. She said what she had to say, and we agreed to, move on. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And it's funny because in her live, she said, I know you like me, and in a lot of ways, I am kind of like her in the sense that I'm not gonna shut up. I'm gonna always speak my mind. Yeah. That's just me. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm not going to do it in an uncouth way, but I am going to speak my mind, So things with that battle back and forth with me and Wanda, that would have got ugly.
yeah. It was hard to watch.
Like her, she would have fired and I would have fired right back. She would have fired, I came back heavier. So in order to, and then other people in the family start getting sucked into. So in order to avoid that, we're just gonna let it stay where it is
and keep the peace. We're keeping the peace, people. We're moving on. It's almost 2023. The show was 33 episodes, so we are still living it, but they are moving on because they already filmed the reunion, y'all. So we need to catch up with our emotional baggage and drop it, because if Keke can find it in her graceful heart, then maybe we should give Miss Wanda some grace, y'all.
Right.
Okay? We're gonna give her a little grace. I mean, we're going to give her grace, period. Because we all deserve some grace. Amen. No, we're not asking that question, Lola. I'm not even putting it up there, Lola. Yes. Oh, look, and they're saying we respect you for holding you on your word. They're falling in love with you. Oh my gosh, see? And that's what I wanted us to do. We're going to wrap it up here soon. I've almost had you in my life for an hour and a half. And I appreciate all of your time, all of your authenticity, all of your honesty. You're such an open book. You've been so willing to share yourself on the camera, off the camera, in these YouTube streets, on Instagram lives. And it's just so refreshing. It doesn't feel like you're putting on for us. It doesn't feel like you're saying one thing over here and then you get on the show and you act like there's a consistency to you that I as a viewer am appreciating. And I'm looking forward to it. So now that the reunion is done, do they give you a letter too? Or do you just happen to film?
Wait, say that one more time.
Now that the reunion is done, will there be another season? And do you get a letter about that? Or do you just happen to film, like when filming starts? Do you just happen to do it? Or does Carlos call and say, Keke, the people love you. You need to come balance some things, Keke.
You know what? We all get notified on when the season starts and how it's going to go. So,
excellent.
If it comes to I'll be notified and they'll tell me exactly, what to do and when filming starts. So
that's incredible. Do you think that there will ever be a chance that we can see more of your family? Are we supposed to go like DM Carlos and let him know that we need more Keke and her family on the show?
You know what?
who we need to talk to.
If he knows that the fans want it and it's gonna make the ratings, go up, then I say sure, shoot for it. I'm most definitely willing to show my family and our dynamics and how we deal with day-to-day life and what I'm trying to launch myself into by leaving my stable job
Yeah.
with benefits to step out on my own to pursue my dreams. So
right.
It's a journey and it's the beginning of my journey. So
right.
I would love for y'all to come and take a ride with me.
Well, we would love it too. We would love it too. Thank you so much, Keke.
Thank
now, one last thing. I have one last thing. So coming down the pipeline, you were just talking about you're stepping out of something and going to something else. So do you want to share that yet? Or do you keep your eggs close and not share anything so people
know what? I'm not going to share anything until it's time. Everything has a time and a season. So when it's time, you will most definitely know. And I can't wait.
Definitely.
I'm excited about where my life is going. I'm excited about the opportunity to have a platform to help people. I'm excited about getting to talk to and meet so many amazing people from this platform. It restores my hope and my faith in humanity that lets me know that there are so many good people out there. So many. And I want to exhibit that type of characteristic myself to show people that I'm also good people and help them want to let their light shine by showing them how I shine mine.
Right. Look, and that's what my back thing.
Oh, shine on. I love it. See how it comes together sometimes? Shine on. I know that's right, girl.
Definitely.
The only thing I wish I could knock the shine off of is my face. I swear I can't get
it. Just looks like highlights. It just looks like highlights. You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You look gorgeous. It didn't look like sheen or nothing. Everything is highlights these days. You look dewy, fresh, and young, girl.
Oh, wow.
Look, you got an amen from Autumn's mom. Everybody loves you. Thank you so much for being here, Keke. And you guys, you know what? Love and Marriage Huntsville comes on the OWN network on Saturday nights. Check your local listings. Keke says we might get it 4 more times this season before the 33 episodes is up. Yep. So thank you so much. Thanks for taking our questions.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful person inside and out. And hey, I will definitely reach you again after the whole season, and maybe when you are ready to share the next step, I would love to help share it around. So definitely,
I'll definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here, Keke. You guys check out Love and Marriage Huntsville. Check out Keke Jabbar. Where can they find you?
You know what? You can find me on Instagram at Keke Jabbar, KekeJabbar. And you can find me on Facebook at Nekeshia, Nekeshia Dawson-Jabbar. Nekeshia Dawson Jabbar. DAWSON-JABBAR.
Awesome. And thanks again for being here. So you guys, I'm gonna let Keke go, and then I'll let some of you guys up, and we can have some questions. So thank you again, Keke, for being here.
For having me again. I sincerely want to thank the fans for all of the love and support. It's been so overwhelmingly great, for me to see so many people come out and support me. And I just want to say, y'all rock. Seriously, y'all rock. I love y'all. Be good. And I hope to see you soon.
For sure. Thanks, Keke.
Thank you.
Guys say bye.
Bye, y'all.
Okay. That is excellent, you guys. Wasn't that cool? Okay. So wait she dropped. Okay. So I dropped the link. I don't know if anybody wants to pop up. I'm only going to stay on for like 15 more minutes. I just dropped the link. That was excellent. Royer, no, thank you. That was you were hilarious. I loved your questions. Thank you, Erin. No, you're amazing. Mecca, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. I love doing this. I love doing what I do. I love you guys. Lola Lane is in the house, you guys.
Hey y'all,
Lola.
what's going on?
Oh my gosh, I miss you.
I miss you too. Listen, you know I can't be nowhere and not act up. You know I'm gonna ask them messy questions if I can try.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Because I wasn't gonna, so I was hoping somebody would.
Listen, oh girl, I'll be your sidekick. What you mean? I'll be the devil on your shoulder if you want me to, girl. That's what I do best.
Ooh,
Did y'all see? I'm mad, but you were a little messy too, because I'm mad you put up that comment I did, the last part.
The last one about her hair?
Yeah, is it a one entire unit or is it a hat? Because that is giving me plastic gorilla glue hat realness. It's shaped like the poop emoji. Did you see that comment?
It was kind of like off-putting. It was very
right.
off-putting.
It's like a geometrical shape or some shit like that.
Yeah. And, you know, anytime you have black stool, it's very bad. So
very bad. You better get that checked. It means internal bleeding, child.
But wasn't that an excellent interview?
You did great. Kiki's very beautiful, very gracious. I love her demeanor. She's very nice. She's great. She's good people. She's good people.
That's what I felt too. That's why I totally wanted to like check out her vibe on a personal level. I was like, hey.
And she's very classy too. She's better than I could ever be because I'm Petty LaBelle. You heard?
Petty LaBelle.
If my cousin, listen, child, if my cousin would have gone and told the whole community that I had a pill popper problem, I would be reading her like scripture. Girl, everywhere. I'd be like, I would hold a decree, hear ye, teach ain't shit. Okay.
Yes. Every chance I got. Like, I don't even know. I mean, I keep it positive too most days. But if if a person in my life had done that, our kids wouldn't even be having to hang out right now.
And you family.
They could have been best friends, but you don't have to be right now because mommy's not messing with her.
Facts.
You know?
And what's worse is that they're not friends, they're family. That's the worst part.
Oh my gosh, Roy Air. Roy Air. This is Lola. This is Roy Air. You guys are gonna love each other.
Hi Lola, how are you?
How are you?
I am good. Oh my goodness, Curves, what a interview. You have definitely turned my perspective on Keke. Never thought that she was a bad person or anything like that, but I just really think the narrative that they tried to put out about her, you know, the narrative was the narrative, and the narrative that they put out is not what it is. So thank you so much. I'm sure everybody or other people have done interviews with her, but this interview was just so Diva, Auntie Diva. Yes, this interview was just everything. I feel like we were able to see a very raw side of her. She gave us real, it was vulnerable, it was honest. You did a great job with your questions. It was just a great interview. So I had to come in and, you know, say hey and congratulations and a great job on this one. And for those who haven't, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell.
There you go.
Our girl Curves.
Oh, I love you. Oh, Roy Air, we're Heavenly's Angels. These are all the Heavenly's Angels, you guys. I appreciate that, Roy Air. You know, I did have like old school questions. I had even more questions, but I also knew she was a natural talker, so I was trying to like keep it quick fire without it going to, you know, but get a lot of my questions answered because I wanted to know about her. And you're right, Roy Air. She did come off very engaging and authentic and honest.
Yes,
like nothing felt pressed about her. Not one thing.
She's very approachable.
It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't played off. It was just like so honest and real. You could see the truth in the words, unlike, you know, some other interviews.
Yes, right. And you know, pre-hand, she did not say there was nothing we couldn't talk about. She didn't say that. So I'm glad when she got here and was asked that question, she just said it how she needed to say it for that
That's
question.
right.
That was beautiful, right?
You know what? Did you see my comment when I said nobody wanted them loaded potatoes?
Yes, I put it right up.
I know, because nobody wanted them loaded potatoes.
Because nobody wants a damn loaded potato.
Nobody.
We want carbs.
I think the other thing
Nobody
that really
wants
set it off for me was
loaded
how
potato.
she respectfully declined talking about her aunt. You know, sticking with her word and what she said she would do. She said her aunt came to her respectfully and asked her not to, and she didn't. And so you can't help but to respect anybody who was respectful of their elder, asking them to do something in a respectful way. So, you know, kudos to her. She's got me. I'm hoping to see her as a full-time castmate next season on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Or if someone else wants to offer something else, I'm here for it. You know,
I'm gonna tag Carlos, and I'm gonna hit Carlos up, and we should hit Carlos up on IG and Twitter, and let him know how much we love Keke, and please can we have more? Because I really feel like she's giving the people that are fakes a run for their money. Well,
she has so much to offer.
And can I say one thing? I feel like instead of having Kimmy and her husband Maurice on the show, because they don't offer anything, I'm just being real and honest. I'm tired. Maurice is the only guy I know that acts so successful, and yet still I don't know what you do. I don't know what you work in. Where is your W-2s? Anyway, I think they should get rid of them. I think that Keke brings a new perspective. The fact that she's an educated woman and she had a substance abuse problem and she still rose above. You know what I'm saying? I think substance abuse users have a certain like stereotype and stigma. No, anybody can fall in that and suffer from that disease. Anybody. You could be educated, college educated or not. You could still fall in that and still rise above and still be better. I think she has a great story to share, and she could set a great example for many people.
That as well, but do we realize how many people really do have a problem and they're hiding it? They're not being honest about it. And that's one thing that I, really respect, that she was bold enough to come out about something so private and so secretive. That's hard, to admit that, for yourself, let alone for the world to judge. And so the fact that she came out, opened up, and was honest, she didn't let anybody else tell her truth but her. You just gotta respect it. You gotta.
Right. Like, that was amazing. But then you heard that Mar Snow, he went live after she did the thing and was like,
you won't leave my potato up.
Yeah, he went live and was like, that's not what I was gonna say. She's lying. He still went in on her after that scene on Saturday. He still went in.
The bald-headed coalition would relax.
The bald-headed coalition, him, his brother, and his other brother. Yeah, but we're gonna have to go check out. You guys, did you know that Diva?
Alopecia coalition. That's what I gotta call her. Alopecia coalition.
Well, they're all bald, but they all have hips. It's interesting. They're like bald hips. They all got those. But Diva. Are you still in the chat? Is your interview today, Diva? Are we supposed to go over to your house now?
It is. It's today at 8. Or tonight at 8, rather. Yeah.
So 8 there is 5 here, so in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minutes
so if we go over to Diva's channel, she is supposed to interview the other Mark brother. Okay. The other Scott brother, Mark, the one that's always talking about Miss Van. And I'm going to go to support Diva.
Miss Van.
I don't dig this guy. I hope she can get to the bottom of it, because
I could get to the bottom of it right now. You know what happened? Miss Van got some mean pom pom. That's what happened.
Right? The pom pom.
He was hypnotized. He was hypnotized by the pom pom. Because let me tell you something right now, and I ain't trying to be crass. I'm just keeping it real, and the girls who got it know. If your pom pom is fuego, that man will stay running after you, talking about you, talking to you, banging on your door, showing up at work, everything. Okay?
Period.
She got that pom pom.
Oh, look, just simply beat us to it. Damn. She's all just simply said, yeah, it's at 8 Eastern. Diva, you might want to make the chat subscribers only. So because Mark deserves a troll at this point. There's
No,
gonna be
let the spicy questions come, right? Like if you stand on your stuff, you should be able to answer any and
all
everybody's
these
questions
without
but
going
Curves, you just opened a can of worms, girl, because now I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder every time you have an interview and I know them. I'm gonna put them in spicy questions.
Please.
I still need to know if Wanda's hair is a Gorilla Glue creation.
It looks like,
or if it's a hat. That's what I want to know.
It's giving Gorilla Glue all the way.
It's giving Gorilla Glue realness.
Let me ask you this, Curtis.
It won't move.
It won't.
Kurt, let me ask you this.
So we're gonna go check out Diva for her chat with Mark, the other Scott brother. Some were referring to him as Basement Billy, allegedly.
Not Basement Billy. Oh Lord.
I don't know. Yes, Mark is the troll. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So far, in my opinion, allegedly,
I got some private tea for you, Curves. I got some private tea for you for behind the stage. I gotta tell you.
Okay. So as soon as I end, stay and we'll talk.
Yes, ma'am. But you gotta hear this,
guys. I should have mentioned this earlier. I have another interview coming up next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Leah Diaz, who was on Married to Medicine LA, and now she does Hype Hair magazine and is opening up beauty supplies, Black-owned beauty supplies, across nationwide. And that's actually how Dr. Heavenly got hers started, was because of the Leah Diaz franchise thing. And so we're going to be talking to her next Tuesday, see what she's doing now, because she's been posting a lot of different endeavors. So I'm looking forward to that one. And that's going to be next Tuesday here on Larger Curves at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But thanks everybody for being here, you guys. You remember her, Autumn? Yeah, I liked her on Married to Medicine.
I'm mad they canceled the show. The show was good.
I was so mad. That show, they needed to, if they're gonna give Real Girlfriends in Paris another chance, they should have definitely gave Married to Medicine Los Angeles another chance. I better not have to even.
I like the one that was gonna whoop Heavenly's ass. That one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm gonna try to interview her too, because
interview her.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah,
let's see if he shows up. Hey, well, if he does or not, we're still coming through, Diva. We'll be there in a minute.
We'll be there.
Prosperity, Thick Girl 40s in my house. Hi, sis. What's good? Can I hear you? Can you hear me? Hello?
David.
Hi. How's it going?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know I sent my people over there, right?
Yeah, I appreciate your people.
You know I had to. I looked at that chat. I say, hold up. I say, if anybody got, because we was over on Chef Don Don channel, I'm like, if anybody got any extra devices, if y'all don't want to log up from right here, can y'all please go log on to my sister?
Oh my gosh, Chef is here too. He's on his channel and here. Thank you, Chef.
Yeah, he watching you. We finished. Yep, he is. We finished on his channel. And you was at 7-something, baby. Look at your count now. You up to 803.
No way, am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh. Thanks, you guys, for the subs. We're on our way to freaking 1,000. So excited. Oh, I can't wait to see the number. It's not coming up for me right now.
I was psyched myself. You would have thought it was my page. I said, oh, look at my sister. Look at my sister. She's up at 804 now.
You're going to be there next Tuesday at 7 for the interview chronicles. I would love it, Diva. Thank you. Oh, hey, Kimmy Nicole.
Yeah, who you video interviewing next week?
Oh, Leah Diaz from Married to Medicine Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah. So she was the one that was married to the Egyptian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're coming over tomorrow, right? To my house.
Yes.
Right?
And then tomorrow, anybody who else is in the chat, Lola Lane has a channel. And tomorrow.
Hey, Lola.
Hey.
And tomorrow at 8, we're going over there. We're going to have a panel at Lola's. Is it 8 p.m. my time or your time, Lola?
8 p.m. my time. So it's 5 o'clock your time. You and Kelly, right?
Yep. Okay. So, I thought she meant, because I was like, oh, isn't that late? And she didn't correct me.
8 o'clock Nueva York time.
Okay. So it's going to be 5 p.m. California time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Lola Lane's channel tomorrow. Her and Tori Gorman are going to be hosting us.
Yeah, Curves is always the angel, we the demons.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I try not to go there, but Lola makes it hella fun.
Lola made me do it.
Yes.
I was about to say, well, she don't be the angel when she come over to mine. She be just as messy as the rest of us.
Well, no, but I'm still nice messy. I'm nice messy. Lola goes like straight to the place where we need to get. Like I kind of like go, well, is it sunny?
No, I wanted her to answer. Is Marcel cheating on Tisha? Oh no.
Yeah, no, she's but she already actually what she kind of said tonight was that she wants them to tell it. So that wasn't a no.
Well, go watch my interview that I did with her. You'll get another answer.
What?
Oh, so what's the answer?
Chalet.
When the person say they not gonna answer, you already know the answer. And when they give you a look, you know.
Yeah, see, just what I said. She didn't say no.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And I asked her, my last question for her was, did you remember when Marcel was like, I will burn it to the ground? I said, so Keke, did you burn that to the ground? She was like, well, when I come back after the reunion, I'm gonna ask y'all, did I burn that to the ground? I said, well, I got my answer again.
Oh, yeah.
You know what you should have asked her, Curves? You should have asked her, based on loyalty alone, would you be married to Marcel?
Oh, she called Marceau like useless, practically. We had a couple of words from Marceau that imply that answer was already given.
Well, I got a DM in my chat. It's a no. It's a no. It's a hard no.
And they haven't gotten along for years.
Yeah.
And he's the reason her and Letitia.
Well, they from that side of the tracks, remember, Curve?
Yeah.
But if a man was holding your secret and your sobriety over your head, would you get along with him?
Absolutely.
And if your cousin allowed that, would you get along with her?
Absolutely.
No, but she's trying. She's trying to get along with her cousin, at least, in spite of her husband. But you know what, you guys? I'm going to be hella messy right now and say that I think Wanda's real issue with Keke is that we understand every word Keke can say.
Oh. No, you know what Wanda mad at? Because she did my interview with the interview she talked about that Keke was talking about her own, because we dragged the hell out of Wanda. I'm so glad I did my interview before Wanda put restrictions up.
Yeah.
Wait, thick girl.
Maybe that's why she did it.
I think Wanda was mad, right? Because Keke the only family member that's worth a damn. If y'all saw that thing when she had her loaded potatoes, they all look like the black version of my family.
Look like dust. They look so disheveled almost. I was like, really?
Keke can speak English. Keke is everything that she thinks Tisha is supposed to be.
Yes.
And she don't like it.
Right.
She don't.
I think the competition with Tisha is with Keke. I don't think Keke's in competition with.
Exactly. She's not. Even at her wedding, Tisha took, when they were growing up, y'all know they were best friends. When they were growing up, they would always talk about what they wanted for their wedding, how they wanted their wedding, the colors and everything. Do y'all know almost everything that Tisha had at her wedding was what Keke said she wanted for her wedding? Even her song that she walked down the aisle on. She took her color scheme and everything.
Shut up.
And she still lets them try to be friends with the daughters.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Say, look, you guys, as nice as I am, there's family that I currently haven't talked to in a year because of some stuff I felt was a line that they crossed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, girl, and I got some family tea on Wanda, and I can't say it on here because it's crazy. I feel like it's too crazy.
Okay, we're gonna get ready to go over to Gray Hair Diva's channel and check out her interview with Mark. We're gonna see us all back over there at 5 and 10 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna end this live. I appreciate you so much. I'm so grateful to God Almighty for allowing me and this moment to even happen. I was so impressed with the interview. I'm very thankful for Keke's time. I'm thankful for each and every one of you that took your time out of your whole freaking life to come and listen to me blah for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I appreciate you guys. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell. Make sure you hit all, because the new algorithm doesn't recognize personalized. So you can get notified next time I upload a video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, you guys.
Bye, y'all.